Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a collective love reading for all signs. If you were drawn to this reading, there are messages meant to be heard. If you were thinking of somebody, they can also be any sign that you were thinking of. So use these readings to manifest the love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that has come into your life and you just wanted Spirit's confirmation that this has been put in your life and this is the best thing that's ever happened to you. So let's see what Spirit has for you today. We're going to start with some animal spirit messages. Spirit, I am listening for you now. For anyone who was guided here today, what messages of love do you want them to hear? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. Animal spirit, number 68, a wombat spirit. Be at home. Be at home. I like the crown. I like the wear your invisible crown energy also. But being at home with yourself, being at home with your new partner, being at home, just I don't have to act a certain way or be a certain way. I can be myself. So, feeling at home with somebody is so important. And let's see what else they're saying. Oh, a snake spirit, time to heal. The number 55 for those of you that are still healing. Some old attack. It came into me as an attacked energy, that you feel like somebody in the past has psychically attacked you, emotionally attacked you, healing some kind of energy that was in your past that you felt like you were attacked is how it came into me. So that could be anything. I mean, that could be childhood wounds. That could be a narcissistic ex. That could be any kind of, some kind of psychic energy that came towards you that was certainly not in your best interest. So continue to heal those wounds. Is, of course, I have the number 7. I have a bee. Sweet results await. So I'm waiting for some new results. Of course, we love the energy of the bee because everybody has like a purpose as a bee. They all have their own role within their community. So everybody knows their purpose. They know their worth. They work together, right? So sweet results await. So bee energy. Let's get one more. Let's see. I have a dove. Ooh, I think I like the dove the best. Number 21. Look at, they've got a little crown too. So today's a great day to wear an invisible crown. Be peace. Be peace. It sounds so simple. How about peace of mind? I just love peace of mind. I want to release that attack energy that Spirit had said to me. I want to feel at home with somebody and I want peace of mind. Thank you all for joining me. If you're new to my channel, so grateful that Spirit has guided you here today. Welcome back. I'm so grateful for all your love, your kind comments. Please remember to hit that like button. I really do appreciate your love and support. Let's see what Spirit has for you today. Let's see where we're headed. Love, Spirit, recognition. The divine will help you recognize the signs and the miracles. Absolutely. Look for signs. Look for energy all around you. Okay. Whether it's names, numbers that keep reappearing, butterflies, ladybugs, dragonflies. Like all of a sudden you just start rainbows. Spirit just said, like, look for a rainbow. Telepathic. Close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathic energy. So you can, I feel like I know what you're thinking. I knew what you were going to say. How about, my favorite is when you start to connect to somebody that you're thinking about them and then they call and your phone rings. You're like, oh my God, I was just thinking of you. I just love that telepathic connection. It's like they call. That happens to me a lot in my private readings, that we're talking about a certain person connected to you. And all of a sudden that person messages. They haven't heard from that person forever. And that person messages while we're in a psychic reading. And it's because I'm talking about them. So it does work. Illusion, avoid the trap of mistaking a fantasy for a true soul connection. We want true connections. We are always asking on a daily basis for the real deal. We want true love. We want to make sure that the energy that we're allowing into our lives is somebody that their intentions are true and pure. Spirit, ooh, let's get these jumpers. Ooh, look at this. All right, an Emperor, 2 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, Let's get a couple more. Spirit, what do you have? I have a 6 of Wands. All right, let me see what I'm feeling just for a second, because the first thing that came into me was a little bit of an energy of somebody that you want in your life that you're really attracted to, or they come into your life and you think this could be amazing, but they pull away. They pull away immediately. They go back and forth a little bit. I'm going to put it in the category of a false start. Okay. That for whatever reason, the first energy that when we cross paths, it just doesn't work for some reason. We thought that this would be perfect. We thought this would be somebody that right out of the gate, I would be amazed. This is somebody that checks all the boxes. They want a cat. You thought, you know what, this is a catch. You're a catch. They're a catch. But for some reason, there was some kind of back and forth energy. And I'm going to say it's a false start. I am, so this person could have pulled away, just wasn't quite ready to start. And then I feel like they come around again. They come around for a second chance. Okay. I blew it the first time. And it is a feeling of, I dropped the ball. That's how it's coming into me. I'm going to say you give them a second chance only because it was you thought, you know what, this is actually somebody who I thought could go somewhere. And I wish that everybody you meet on that first date turns into the second date, the third date, and then forever after. That's not the world that we live in. Sometimes we meet them once. It feels good. You hope they call again. You're waiting for them to call. And then there's like this weird delay that doesn't happen. You go, whatever happened to that person? That is the energy I'm feeling right now, that there's some kind of pause. Okay. I'm not going to say that they say they don't want to see you. We didn't really start anything other than we had maybe a good connection. There's some kind of pause, and then the energy comes back around again. So timing is everything. 10 of Wands could have a lot on their plate, could have had to get something out of their system. That just came into me as like someone out of their system, or the temptation of wanting to be with others. I'm going to say it that way. They either are still wanting to play the field, they want to date, they don't want to settle down with any one person yet. So let them, you know what, go, pause. If you're not ready for a commitment, if you're not ready for a real relationship, go play. I'm not interested. So if they get that out of their system and they come back around and they say, you're the one I'm still thinking of. I love the first date. I'm sorry I dropped the ball. I love seeing you. I'd like to see you again. Can we do a do-over? Something like that. So this is a feeling of give them a chance. I don't think they hurt you. I don't think they were out to hurt you. I don't think that they gave you misintentions, or I feel like it was a date and then there was a pause and we didn't really hear from that person again. So there was a first meeting, pause, and then give me a chance, like I dropped the ball, a death card. That just came into me as a reason. Okay. That just came into me as a death in the family. I had to go home, take care of my mother. Like there actually could have been a reason for the pause, but they could have let you know. They could have said, I'm really interested in you. I do want to see you again. But I just had this kind of like family emergency, and then things got delayed. So for some of you, there could be actually a real reason. So either they want to get something out of their system, or there's a real reason. But right now I have the Artist. That's an extra card. Creative energy. I feel like I know you. Going back to those earlier cards, I feel at home with you. I feel at home with you. And that even that beehive where we all work together, energy's coming in again. So I feel like I know you. I feel comfortable with you, Spirit just said. So somebody who wants to come back around, and like I said, it's not a no contact. It's not somebody that you had a relationship with and ended. This person. This is somebody that you could have been introduced with a couple of times. You crossed paths. You could have gone on an official date, and then it just kind of like died out. You know, it died out and then it rekindled the spark. Nine of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Three of Cups. I feel like you're excited to hear from them again. Okay. It's a feeling of I didn't think I was going to hear from them again. And then all of a sudden, you know, like that unexpected call, you know, it's, I didn't think you were interested. I didn't think that this was going to go anywhere. I thought it was a one-shot deal. And they either say, yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I haven't stopped thinking about you. I'd like to see you again. I really dropped the ball. Or, you know, I had some family issues I had to take care of. And it's a legitimate excuse. So I'm going to say, if you feel like you were attracted to this person, I would give them a second chance. But for those of you that haven't even met this person yet, you may have a false start ahead of you. Let's see where we're headed. What will happen after the false start? You have what has been missing in my life. You're my paradise and my heaven. So they kept thinking about you. I like that. I can't wait to touch you, smell you, and breathe you in. So they obviously you made a good first impression. It's hard for me to open up to you. At the time, I was having a hard time. I needed more time to be alone. I needed more time to be single. Somebody could have come out of a long-term relationship, dated you, realized that you could be a great match, but just wasn't ready emotionally to say, I'm ready to start again. So that could be happening also. I don't know why, but I doubt your love for me. I want somebody in my life that wants to be with me. So they definitely have they needed some time. You know, if they're not ready, the best thing they did for you was to put this on pause. If it's meant to be, it will be. If it's meant to be in your life, it will come back to you. You know, if Spirit wants you to be together with this person, Spirit will make it happen at a different time in a different place. And that's all okay. And that's what I want you to focus on. Okay. It's mixed in with these cards, but I wanted to grab it. I feel safe when I'm with you. There's that I feel at home with you. So there was something about you that was different than everybody else. So that's why they want to come back around, give this a second chance. I'm going to put it as a do-over. I'm hoping and praying. I'm hoping and praying that you haven't met somebody else. How about the person who calls you after, you know, you dated them once or twice, and there's 6 months go by, a year go by, and they call you and they're like, are you still single? And you're like, yeah, where have you been? And they're like, oh, good. I'm glad you're still single, because I've been worried that others will pull you away from me. So that is the, you know, it's almost like I've been hoping and praying that you're still available after all this time. So whatever happened, you know, it is about the timing. We talked about that in a recent video. It is about the timing. It is about being at the right place at the right time with the right person. But obviously this person never stopped thinking about you, and you made a good first impression. So we want to see where this goes. Spirit, what do you have for us? Where can this connection head? I guess my energy today is give them another chance. You know, giving somebody who legitimately has a good reason, or you understand that their feelings and their intentions are pure, that you do give them a second shot. I'm going to say second shot. Okay. Something like that. Closure. Not all connections are meant to be, accept some closure. So if it's meant to be, it will be. If it's not meant to be, the pause will be a pause, and they won't return. You will get the closure. They're not calling you. They don't want to move forward. They are not interested in moving this forward. They're not ready. But if they pick up from, you know, that pause and they come back around, then obviously they haven't stopped thinking about you. Dreams. Look to your dreams. They hold the answers that you seek. So are you thinking about this person? Did you feel like it was a great connection? Did you feel like this is somebody that I really wanted, and I thought that they would be perfect for me? I really thought that they would be something that would turn into something so much more. There's a window. A new adventure of love is coming. Get ready. Opening the window, you know, just pulling back the drapes, pulling up the shades. I feel like this person either had to get something out of their system and be ready for a relationship. So again, they did you a favor in a sense, because if they weren't ready, they weren't ready. I would rather be with somebody that says, yeah, now's a better time for me. Avoid rushing to fill voids with love. Seek inner fulfillment first. You don't want to be with anybody just for the reason of being with somebody. You want to be with somebody that is available emotionally and doesn't bring all of their baggage, so to speak, into a relationship. So if this person needed that time, maybe you didn't understand it when it happened. You thought you had a great first night. You thought you had a great weekend together, something like that. And then all of a sudden it was like they ghosted you. You didn't hear from them again. They didn't even give you a reason why. You don't know what's going on. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, it's they come back. It was like it just literally came into me as they come back to you, is how Spirit just said it. And that is, I guess, what we're waiting for. But you're not waiting around for this person. I'm going to tell you that. This is not somebody that you are waiting for them to call or wondering. I feel like you moved on. You said, I'm not going to wait for you. And then like out of the blue, they come back to you for that second chance. Here's the Chariot. 3 of Swords. Hanged Man. Now that just came into me as fear. Queen of Swords. This person was either thinking that you're the type of person who could break their heart, coming out of a relationship even. I know I wasn't ready. I told you I was ready. I told you that I was over somebody, but when push came to shove, I really wasn't ready. And they admit their feelings, something along those lines, which I would give them, super credit for, at least admitting their feelings. And then I have this gorgeous energy of the Queen of Wands and the Chariot. Like, I do want to move forward. I am totally into you. I am attracted to you. I know that I dropped the ball. I know that I got spooked or got afraid of being hurt, or I wasn't where I wanted to be when I started a relationship. But if they're honest and their intentions are true, I'm going to say, I think it's going to be a beautiful connection. It just doesn't start out. It just doesn't start out with fireworks and chemistry. And I mean, the chemistry's there, but it just doesn't start out as a fairy tale. I'm going to say it that way. But, we live in the real world. A lot of us meet a lot of different people, and it is what it is. If it comes back around, it's the best thing that ever happened to you on the second try, then you know what? Then that's how it was meant to be. It was just meant to be. 4 Wands. Look at this. Could be the person that you spend the rest of your life with, and we hadn't heard from them. Could be easily the person that we spend the rest of our lives with, whatever it is. We buy a home, we get married, we settle down, and part of our story will be, you ghosted me. You ghosted me, and then all of a sudden 6 months later you picked up the phone and wanted to see me again. So I don't know. I think it's going to be part of your story. Ace of Wands, beautiful, and a 7 of Cups. So if what they're doing is trying to just get out of their system, their single life, their bachelor life, their bachelorette life, then let them do it. It has to be the right time for both of you. The Empress, I see you in my future, just came into me. 2 of Cups and the Empress. This person's going to fall in love with you, but they're going to fall in love with you for bigger reasons. It's going to be because I see you as a potential spouse or my partner for life. That's how it's coming into me. I see you as, I see a future with you, and I'm not doubting that at all. But if the timing wasn't right the first time, then it's going to be the second time. So we give them a chance. Are you taking a risk that they do the same thing again, that they ghost you? Or do you have the attitude of, if they ghosted me once, I'm not talking to this person ever again? It depends on what they have to say. It depends on how, what your connection was, if you felt like it was a good connection, if you feel like this person is an honest person and a genuine person, and they really do share with your feelings and say, you know, I thought that I was ready to date again, but I really wasn't. I needed 6 months to clear my head. I would say that I would respect that more than pushing that kind of energy away. Because if they took the 6 months to do some healing and be by themselves and to get somebody out of their system, I think that would only benefit this connection in the long run. Thank you for being there for me. I feel like I want to say thank you for answering the phone. You know, like, thank you for answering the phone. Thank you for listening. Thank you for understanding. You know, like, I just feel like that's going on. You do make my heart skip a beat. I like that. I mean, somebody comes into your life and you felt the connection. You're kind of like, what happened? I thought we had a great connection. I thought we had great chemistry. And then it just kind of like, poof, it was gone. You did make their heart skip a beat. Obviously, they didn't forget about you because they're reaching out again. What did Spirit say to you? They come back to you, is how they said it. Okay. So they do come back to you. They come back around because it's meant to be. So that's the category you have to put it in. If this was meant to be, it will be. If it's not meant, 10:10 on the clock when I'm recording this. Thank you, Spirit. If it's not meant to be, it won't happen. Marry me. You know, I do feel that. I feel like, you know, a false start, a second chance. Marry me. 4 Wands. Is this somebody that it just did not start out pretty? It just did not start out pretty, but does it end well? Yes, it ends beautifully. It ends as a committed relationship. It ends as somebody who wants to spend their life with you. How gorgeous. I belong to only you. So when they do come back, they do want a real relationship. So that's the encouragement. That is what I want you to hold on to. You're amazing inside and out. You know, thank you for understanding. Thank you. I'm so glad you gave me a second chance. I'm so glad you were willing to see me again. Something along those lines. Yeah, look, I want to marry you one day. I want you to hold on to that. You know, I wish that, like I said, I wish every relationship started out as a fairy tale and it was like smooth sailing from the moment you met and, you know, happily ever after. Unfortunately, that's not how a lot of our love stories go. So in reality, this could be somebody that does come back to you and you're kind of like pleasantly surprised that you hear from them again. So I'm going to say, give this love a chance. I think we have to. So be open to it. Be open to it. If it's meant to be, it will be. So just be open to what Spirit has for you, what the universe has for you today. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. If you're new to my channel, so grateful you're here. Consider joining all of us with these messages of love all the time. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website, KathyMammal&PsychicMedium.com. And thank you all for your love and support and your comments each day and supporting each other.